My husband secretly mortgaged our house to fund his mistress's startup. I discovered this during my mother's funeral when the bank called about foreclosure. David had been the perfect husband for 12 years, thoughtful, successful, always home for dinner. I managed our household while he ran his consulting firm. We had joint accounts, shared passwords, complete transparency, parent, or so I thought. My mom's death hit me hard. She'd fought cancer for 3 years. David handled everything while I grieved, even offered to manage the estate paperwork so I could focus on healing. 2 weeks after the funeral, Wells Fargo called. We were 4 months behind on mortgage payments for a $500,000 loan I knew nothing about. Mrs. Chen, your husband signed these documents 6 months ago. The funds were wired to Arvades of Beauty Majan Ardia. I'd never heard of this company. David was at his weekly tennis game. I searched his home office and found a hidden folder in his desk. In Sky were business documents for Shavit of Beauty Majan CEO, Sophia Martini is his 26-year-old client. The business plan was for luxury organic canning. The promotional photo showed Sophia in our weekend house in Tahoe, the one David said he'd sold to cover his business losses. There were receipts: $50,000 for equipment, $30,000 for packaging design, $15,000 for a launch party at the Ritz-Carlton, all paid from the mortgage funds. The final document destroyed me. A love letter from Sophia thanking him for believing in their future together and promising to make him proud when the business succeeded. I called my brother, an attorney. He told me to document everything but act normal. For 2 weeks, I played the grieving daughter while gathering evidence. David's laptop revealed everything. He'd been with Sophia for 2 years. They had plans to divorce me once her company went public. He'd hidden assets in Eagle accounts and transferred our savings to offshore accounts. But Sophia's startup was hemorrhaging money. Their Instagram had 847 followers. They'd sold exactly 12 products in 6 months. The review section was all her friends and family giving pity 5 stars. Here is what David didn't know. My mother had left me $2 million in life insurance, naming only me as beneficiary. She never trusted David, called him too smooth, and insisted on the separate policy. I hired a forensic accountant who found David had committed fraud, forging my signature on the mortgage documents. The notary was Sophia's cousin. They'd used my mother's cancer as cover, claiming I was too distressed to appear in person. Last Monday, I served David divorce papers at Sophia's product launch. The event she'd spent $30,000 planning had 11 attendees, including the process server. The FBI arrested them both. Tuesday morning, mortgage fraud, forgery, wire fraud. Parent David faces 15 years. Sophia's being deported. Turns out her business visa had expired. The bank reversed the fraudulent mortgage after I provided evidence. David's assets are frozen. His consulting firm's biggest client was my mother's best friend, Parrot. She fired him immediately and is suing for breach of contract. Yesterday, Sophia's Instagram posted a final update. Moving back to Brazil to reconnect with my roots. David called from jail crying about how Sophia had abandoned him the moment charges were filed. She'd already moved on to a crypto millionaire she met at the courthouse. I am keeping the house, the Tahoe property David sold, and I is still in my name. I am turning it into a retreat center for widows and cancer survivors. Found out this morning that Sophia's caning line gave 3 people chemical burns. They're starting a class action lawsuit. David's tennis partner just told me David never played tennis. Those weekly games were dates with Sophia at the apartment he'd rented for her using our emergency fund. Some men destroy their families for love, others do it for stupidity.